Case, what was your reaction when you heard DT had been traded? I know it's been talked about a lot, but when it became official, what was your thought?
Yeah, I was sad, man. He's a good friend of mine. You know, I've really enjoyed working with him, getting to know him, this past year. I thought about what I would say to you guys whenever you asked, but, man, I think he's going to be one of those guys I'm going to tell my kids and maybe hopefully my grandkids that I got to play with that guy. You know, I got to throw the football to that guy. So, special player, special person, and, wish him the best.
He said today that some of the guys from here reached out to him. Were you able to talk to him after the news broke?
Yeah, I saw him, here, whenever it was Tuesday afternoon. We were around watching film, so able to talk to him a little bit.
How do you think Emanuel will step up? He'll obviously face double teams and #1 cornerbacks more so than he has before.
Yeah, I think Emanuel, he's going to take it in stride. You know, he's been a pro this year. He has worked his tail off every day. He's shown up ready to go. I've been impressed just how he comes to work every day, the type of guy he is, and how bad he wants it. He wants it bad. So, I've really appreciated him, and I think he's going to take it in stride.
How do you think Cortland will handle, being a starter and also facing a tougher task?
I think he's going to keep making big plays. We've seen it all year. Explosive plays, as a deep threat, underneath, just a guy that, you want to get the ball in his hands. So, I look for him to keep doing more of the same, and then step up. I know all those guys in that room are taking it as a challenge to step up.
DT's been a guy you've looked to on some big third downs, big plays. What sort of adjustment will it be for you to not have him there?
I've complete trust in all those guys in that room. Whoever's out there in the huddle with me. I always say as a quarterback, when you look, to the left and right, just what kind of feelings do you get? It's an unspoken kind of chemistry, nonverbal. You can call it a lot of things, but I feel that way about all those guys. So I've got trust in all those guys.
Case, ever since I read your book a while ago, I was wondering what you thought of, this game coming up with Bill O'Brien and the fact that he called you, you'd never be more than a third-string quarterback. You feel like you've proven him wrong, and he has also said that he didn't think he said that.
I outlined it in my book. I think it was chapter 11. So if you guys want to go check that out. Yeah, I said that how I wanted to say it in the book, man. And I've got so much respect for Coach O'Brien. I learned so much ball from him. Just how to study defenses, what type of leverages and just coverages and just dissecting defenses. And he taught me so much ball. So whatever it was that was said, motivated me, and got me going. And every coach I've ever had, I look to them that they've gotten me where I am now. And I've got the utmost respect for him and the whole Texans organization. I mean, if it weren't for the Texans, they gave me a shot, coming out. Local tryout kid from U of H, undrafted, and gave me a shot. So, I have the utmost respect for him and the Texans organization.
Does it bother you at all, though, that he says that's untrue, what's in your book?
Like I said, I've talked about it in my book, and, I said it exactly how I wanted to say it in there. So you guys can go quote me in there.
Case, we're at the halfway point of the season, 8 games in. What sort of self-grade would you give yourself, as you're halfway now into this new role as being the starter of the Broncos? For me, I grade myself on wins and losses. So, we're 3-5. That's how I grade myself. And, we've done some things. We've won some games, but we've left a lot on the table. And I think offensively, we've done some things, moved the ball, scored some points, and won some games and made some big plays at times, but not enough of those things. So we got to do better going forward. You mentioned finishing. What do you think's been the biggest issue in the red zone for you, especially maybe with the 3 interceptions?
It's different things every week. Whether it's I got to give guys chances down there. The windows are tighter. Things happen a lot faster. And then being careful with the football. So it's a combination of both of those things. So sometimes you're too careless with it, because it is tighter windows down there. But at other times you want to make sure you give guys a chance. It's either them or nobody.
You mentioned giving guys a chance, Case. Sorry, Eric. You mentioned giving guys a chance. How do you feel your timing is with Sutton now?
It's great, you know, and it's getting better every day. It really is. Those guys, you know, we meet regularly with those guys, and you know, Coach Z, Bill, Mike, all those offensive coaches, man, we do a great job. We're all on the same page, and when we're not, we get together, we talk about it, and communicate. There's great communication on that side of the ball in that room, especially with us quarterbacks. So I like where it's headed.
Having spent time around JJ, does that make it less surprising to you he's been able to do this season?
I mean, I've seen firsthand, you know, how good he is, and the game wrecker that he can be. And you know, they have a couple other guys on that side of the ball with Clowney and Merciless, and you know, some other guys that can do very similar things. So you know, we got our work cut out for us as an offense.
Case's offense is top 3 in the NFL for completions of 20 yards or more. What's led to that success? But is there also sort of an emphasis on that intermediate game and stressing that more as well?
Yeah, we want to do whatever it takes to move the ball down the field. You know, we've got guys that can make plays down the field. Obviously, you know, I've talked about the receivers and how I feel about them. You know, and you know, explosive plays a lot of times, you know, those lead to points. So you know, you like having those, but yeah, we want to take what the defense gives us, whether it's deep shots, whether it's intermediate, whether it's short stuff, whether it's running the ball. So I think the coaches have done a good job mixing that up, and we'll have a good game plan for it this week.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.